Let's talk about drones, no longer just military machines or backyard toys. In just a few short years, drones have evolved from niche gadgets into essential tools that are quietly reshaping the world around us. In 2025, drones are transforming industries from agriculture to emergency response. They're not just flying cameras, they're becoming indispensable partners in tackling some of our biggest challenges. Imagine a drone delivering your online order straight to your backyard. This is already happening in test markets. Soon, waiting days for a package could be a thing of the past, as drones make same-hour delivery a reality for millions. On farms, drones monitor crops, saving time and money, but also helping farmers make smarter decisions. They can spot disease, track growth, and even plant seeds, all with pinpoint accuracy. While in cities, they inspect infrastructure and assist firefighters. Drones can reach dangerous or hard-to-access places, providing real-time data that keeps workers safe and speeds up repairs or rescues. Drones are force multipliers, making old jobs easier and creating new ones. From industrial inspections to creative filmmaking, they're opening up entire new career paths and industries. The military still relies heavily on drones for surveillance and precision strikes, reshaping modern warfare. Unmanned systems can gather intelligence and carry out missions with less risk to human life. This dual-use, civilian and military, makes drone tech a strategic asset. The same innovations that help farmers and firefighters can also tip the balance in global security. Leading in drones means economic and security advantages, fueling a global race. Countries and companies are investing billions to be at the forefront of this technology. But it's not just about building the best drone, it's about the software, sensors, and networks that power them. Artificial intelligence, advanced navigation, and secure communications are just as important as the hardware itself. The global drone market is booming, projected to grow exponentially. Experts predict that by the end of the decade, drones will be as common as smartphones, touching every aspect of our lives. Everyone wants to build the next breakthrough drone or killer UAV app. Startups and tech giants alike are racing to innovate, hoping to capture a share of this rapidly expanding market. The competition is fierce and the stakes are sky high. From high-speed drone racing to billion-dollar defense contracts, the pressure to stay ahead is relentless. Drones are no longer a niche, they're the backbone of a new technological era. They're changing how we move goods, respond to disasters, and even how we see our world from above. The question isn't if drones will change our world, but who will lead that change. The race is on, and the outcome will shape the future for generations to come. So, who's leading the global drone race? The answer isn't as simple as you might think. The competition is fierce and the stakes are higher than ever, with countries vying for dominance in both commercial and military drone technology. Right now, it's China, specifically DJI, which dominates up to 80% of the global commercial market. DJI's formula is simple but powerful. Media, DJI drones flying outdoors, DJI drones on display in tech store, close-up of DJI drone camera and controls, easy-to-fly drones, top-notch cameras, and unbeatable prices. Their drones are everywhere, from hobbyists in parks to professionals filming movies and inspecting infrastructure. DJI's relentless innovation and aggressive pricing have made it nearly impossible for competitors to keep up, and their global reach is unmatched. The US, meanwhile, leads in military drones. Think Predator and Reaper, the backbone of American unmanned aerial operations. These drones are the eyes and ears of the modern battlefield, used for surveillance, reconnaissance, and even targeted strikes. But when it comes to the commercial sector, the US lags behind China, struggling to gain significant market share. American companies are racing to catch up, focusing on secure, domestically made drones for government and enterprise. There's a growing push for innovation, with startups and established firms alike investing heavily in research and development. The goal? To create drones that are not only advanced but also trusted by US agencies and businesses concerned about data security. Europe? For years it was a fragmented market, trailing behind China and the US. Each country had its own regulations, its own small players, and little coordination across borders. European companies struggled to scale and countries worked in silos. But that's changing fast. The realization has set in that collaboration is key to competing on the world stage. Europe now sees its dependence on foreign tech as a vulnerability, a risk that could threaten its economic and strategic independence. The urgency to develop homegrown solutions has never been greater. Investment and collaboration are ramping up across the continent. Governments are funding research, Investors are backing promising startups, and cross-border partnerships are forming to pool resources and expertise. Governments and startups are building a homegrown drone industry from scratch, determined to close the gap with global leaders. New prototypes are being tested, and factories are buzzing with activity. Europe knows it's the underdog, but it's gearing up for a serious fight. The continent's engineers and entrepreneurs are more motivated than ever, driven by a sense of urgency and possibility. The old order is shifting. The global drone landscape is evolving rapidly, and new players are emerging to challenge the status quo. The next chapter in the drone race is being written right now, with innovation and ambition driving the story forward. The outcome is far from certain, and every move counts. And Europe wants a seat at the table, determined not just to participate, but to help shape the future of drone technology worldwide. Who's leading Europe's drone resurgence? It's not just one giant, it's a network of innovators. Parrot from France pivoted from consumer drones to secure professional-grade UAVs for governments and industry. Italy's Leonardo builds large, sophisticated military drones like the Falco for surveillance and intelligence. Agile startups across Germany, Portugal, Switzerland and more are pushing boundaries in flight tech and autonomy. Europe's strength is diversity, fixed-wing, VTOL, specialized payloads. Each company brings unique expertise. Instead of one giant, Europe has a team of specialists creating a resilient industrial base. This collaborative ecosystem is Europe's answer to global competition. The all-stars are ready for the spotlight. Let's zoom in on Parrot, a case study in smart reinvention. Once a leader in consumer drones, Parrot was squeezed out by DJI's aggressive pricing and innovation. Instead of fighting a losing battle, Parrot pivoted to focus on professional and defense markets. Their Anafi USA drone, built to US Department of Defense standards, offers advanced security, thermal imaging, and powerful zoom. Parrot's shift targeted clients who value trust and data security over low cost. With governments wary of Chinese tech, Parrot found its niche as a trusted supplier. The company rebranded from tech toy to critical mission tool. Parrot's story shows how European firms can win by specializing, not imitating. It's about finding a smarter way to compete. That's the new European strategy. Meet Europe's next-gen drone innovators, Tekever from Portugal and Quantum Systems from Germany. Tekever's long-range drones patrol coastlines for over 20 hours, providing maritime surveillance as a service. Quantum Systems VTOL drones combine helicopter flexibility with airplane endurance, perfect for military reconnaissance. Both companies' tech is battle-tested in real conflict zones, proving reliability and effectiveness. Their success has turned them from startups into trusted defense suppliers. Governments across Europe are taking notice and placing major orders. These are the new faces of European drone innovation. Europe's drone industry has a major vulnerability: the supply chain. Most critical components, motors, batteries, chips are sourced from China. This dependency is risky. A single export restriction could halt production overnight. Security is another concern. Imported parts could have hidden vulnerabilities. For military and critical infrastructure, that's unacceptable. The US is pushing for Blue UAS, fully vetted secure drones. Europe needs its own version. The challenge: build not just drones but the entire industrial ecosystem. That means investing in European factories for key components. It's a massive, long-term project requiring strategic commitment. Without supply chain independence, Europe's drone ambitions remain fragile. The foundation must be secure, or the whole industry is at risk. Europe's next big test is industrial sovereignty. The war in Ukraine has been a turning point for European drone innovation. Drones have changed the battlefield, forcing rapid adaptation and real-world testing. What worked last week is obsolete today. Innovation cycles are faster than ever. This urgency has unlocked funding and fast-tracked procurement for drone startups. Companies like Quantum Systems and Tekever have proven their worth in Ukraine, validating their tech. The conflict has made drones a national security priority, not a luxury. Europe now has the political will to tackle supply chain and innovation challenges. The Ukraine effect is driving a unified push for a resilient homegrown drone ecosystem. Europe's strategy to become a drone powerhouse rests on three pillars: collaboration, investment, and a sovereign supply chain. First, pan-European cooperation. Joint funds and projects like the European Defence Fund unite expertise and resources. Second, targeted investment supporting startups' R&D and connecting innovators with industry giants. The goal, nurture the next Parrot or Quantum Systems and keep Europe at the cutting edge. Third, building a secure supply chain. Factories for batteries, motors, and chips, all made in Europe. It's a long-term play but essential for independence. The plan is ambitious, but leaders are rallying behind it. Europe wants drones that are truly European, from software to microchips. The blueprint is set. Now it's all about execution. So, can Europe rise from underdog to drone superpower? It's a question that's on the minds of policymakers, engineers, and tech enthusiasts across the continent. For years, Europe has watched as other regions dominated the skies, but now, the landscape is shifting. The answer, maybe, but for the first time, the path is clear. Europe is no longer just reacting. It's setting its own course, investing in homegrown talent and technology. The innovation is real, the political will is strong, and the strategy is sound. Across the continent, startups and established companies are pushing boundaries, while governments are aligning policies to support this new era. Europe may never beat DJI at cheap consumer drones, but it can lead in secure, specialized UAVs for industry and defense. These are drones built for critical missions, surveillance, agriculture, infrastructure, and security, where reliability and data protection matter most. The challenges are huge. Rebuilding supply chains and sustaining investment will take years. Europe must also overcome its dependence on foreign components and create a robust ecosystem from scratch. Fast-paced innovation and unity are essential. Bureaucracy is the enemy. Cutting through red tape and harmonizing regulations across borders will be key to keeping up the momentum. If Europe's 27 member states can truly work together, they have the scale to rival anyone. Collaboration, not competition, will be the secret weapon in this race. The race for the sky is far from over. In fact, it's just getting started, and Europe is finally in the running with real contenders. Europe is no longer on the sidelines, it's in the race, gaining speed, learning from setbacks, and building momentum with every new breakthrough. The finish line is still distant, but the momentum is real. Every step forward brings Europe closer to shaping the future of flight. What do you think? Can Europe pull it off? Drop a comment below and join the conversation. Your perspective matters. The future of the skies is up for grabs and Europe is ready to claim its place. Stay tuned, the next chapter is just beginning.